Hi, everyone. Stephanie here, inviting you back to day 4 of our 24 days of Bookish yoga. If you're new here, welcome. So glad to see you. Well, technically not see you. I'm Stephanie, and I am a teacher educator and a bookologist. That means that I explore the power of reading and writing to make life better in multiple different ways. And part of that exploring and part of that research is exploring how yoga can layer on top of our reading and writing practices to amplify the benefits. So as a new yoga teacher, I am looking for ways to practice my own yoga and to learn how to better teach others. And so this challenge blends all of those things together. Each morning, I start with a holiday book recommendation that could fuel your reading life in December. And I pair it with a 20 to 30 minute morning yoga practice. So today, I have a wonderful book for you. It is called The Mistletoe Mystery. And if you'd like, I do have a printable calendar with all of the book recommendations for the month, plus some books to carry you over to the new year. If you'd like to get a clickable link to these books or even a sneak peek into all of the other books to come. So the book I have for you today is called The Mistletoe Mystery by Nita Prose. Now, you might already know Nita, right? Because she is a #1 New York Times bestseller of The Maid, which is also a series. So that name might not be unfamiliar to you. But The Mistletoe Mystery is, I would say, a cozy mystery. And it's about a character who used to love Christmas. Her and her grandmother would make Christmas incredibly special for each other. And when her grandmother passed away, the next couple of Christmases were very hard for her. She just couldn't get into that Christmas spirit. But this year is set to be different. This year, she has a wonderful new boyfriend who has that Christmas spirit that she used to have, who is determined to bring it back to her. But at a Secret Santa exchange, Nita starts to wonder if things are all cracked up as they are supposed to be. This Secret Santa exchange sends her into a mystery that she is determined to solve that might have some very personal ramifications. So the book follows that mystery, and perhaps the characters end up learning the true meaning of Christmas overall. And maybe she ditches the boyfriend. So that's The Mistletoe Mystery by Nita Prose. Now, why am I giving you a book recommendation every day of the month? Well, I love recommending books to others, but it's good for our health. Just 6 minutes of reading a day can calm our nervous system. 30 minutes a day can give us the same effect that our yoga practice is going to have on our nervous system today, and that can boost our immunity and keep us de-stressed in this stressful holiday time. So let's get to the yoga practice this morning. Let me put my hair back. Yesterday we were in our pajamas and we did not get off the mat. We're going to get a little bit more flowy today. So we're going to start in child's pose. So we're going to come into our mat and we're going to move our knees out to the mat as wide as it can go into a wide leg child's pose. And then I just want you to stretch your arms out and lean into it. You can place your forehead on your mat and just stretch out for this very beginning morning pose. If it feels good, you can move your forehead from left to right on the mat, giving yourself a little morning massage. And just take a couple of deep breaths breathing into this. I won't cue you for the breaths this morning. Just take it at your own pace. Maybe you're just rolling out of bed. Maybe like me, you've been up for a while. So you can deepen your breath and maybe sway a little bit, just waking yourself up. If this wide leg child's pose is too much, you can always bring your knees back together. Make that a little bit easier on your hips. Let's take 2 more deep breaths together. Deep breath in. Hold at the top. An audible deep breath out. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in. Hold at the top. And deep breath out. All right, let's start to crawl our hands back and move ourselves up into tabletop. Let's start with some really good morning cat-cows. Drop the front side of your body down and look up. Arch that back. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, round your back up. So good for a morning practice to just flex your spine. Go ahead and dip back down. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Flex the spine. Go ahead and do a couple of these at your own pace. Right, maybe you add in a little bit of movement as we have in the past. Dipping down, arching up, feel it in the back, in the shoulders, in the neck. Let's do 2 more of these. And 1 more. And up. Okay, let's curl our toes under us. I gotta fix a piece of hair here. And go ahead and straighten your legs up into a downward facing dog. You can pedal it out. If you're feeling a little tight, 1 foot and then the other. If you'd rather feel more settled today, maybe you keep both of those feet down. Your heels can touch. They do not have to. You just want to feel that stretch. Really push into your hands so that you can feel yourself moving a little bit more to the back of your mat, feeling it in your legs. Take a nice deep breath in and really audibly blow it out. So good for our nervous system. Deep breath in and out. And as always, just feel wherever that breath needs to go. Imagine it going there. It really does work. Now let's slowly walk, tiptoe up to the top of your mat into a forward fold. Your feet can have just an inch or 2 in between them. And just lean over and grasp your elbows with either hand. And just let yourself settle in. The weight of your elbows will drag you down where you need to be. If you'd like to bend your knees, absolutely, please do. It depends on how stretched you already are this morning. And just hang there. You can sway a little bit from side to side. Feel that in the lower back. You can nod your head yes, shake your head no, relax those neck muscles. Let's take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's put your hands on the mat and slowly crawl your way up, kind of dragging your shoulders up and stand at the top. Now you can kind of orient yourself where you need to here. My ponytail's falling out, so we're putting it back in. And just ground yourself. Maybe adjust your shirt a little bit. Roll your shoulders. We're going to go ahead and do our first flow. So go ahead, arms up, deep breath in. As you breathe out, fold over. Go ahead and bend those knees to touch the mat. Straighten them. Bring the arms up. Halfway lift. Bend all the way down and then put your hands on the mat and come back again to a downward dog. Now we haven't done any standing flows yet, and that's what we are going to do today. So I want you to inch your toes together so your heels are a little bit apart, but your toes are just about touching. And then go ahead and reach your right leg up in the air. Keep it nice and straight, square to the ground. Just raise it as high as you can. No need to get too high or crazy here. And then come through and bring your nose to your knee. Hold for a second. And then bring it back up to that three-legged dog. And then swing your knee through. And this time, bring your right leg up to your mat in a low lunge. And just stay here for a minute. If you have to help your leg up, that's okay. If it's easier, you could rest your knee down. Give yourself a little bit of a break. I'm going to go ahead and put mine up. Square your shoulders back as best as you can. And then go ahead and bring that left leg up to meet the front. Forward fold. Slowly come up, hands overhead, deep breath. And back down. Again, settle yourself, orient yourself, adjust whatever you need, stand up nice and straight. And let's repeat on the other side. Arms up overhead, deep breath in. Swing all the way down. Bent knees if you need them, hands touch the mat. Halfway lift. All the way back down to the mat and then step back into another downward dog. Move those toes a little close together, heels apart, and go ahead and take that left leg and raise it up, hips square to the mat in a three-legged dog. Just hold it here for a second. Situate yourself. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and pull that knee to your nose. A strong morning pose here. Back up to three-legged dog. Maybe you inch it up just a teeny bit more than the first time. And then go ahead and bring it all the way through to your mat in a low lunge. Again, the knee can come down if that feels better, or you can keep it up like me. Bring those shoulders down, open up the chest, and just stay here for a moment. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and bring that right leg up to meet the front. Forward fold. Grab onto those elbows again. See if your body sinks just a little bit more. Get that nice release in the low back. Hands down to the mat. Drag them up your leg for a halfway lift, flat back. All the way back down. And then slowly come all the way up to the top. Arms overhead. Bring your arms down in prayer position. Nice deep breath. And out. So morning yoga is all about the warm up. It's about slowly getting moving, taking the pace that you need to be. So we're going to go ahead and repeat that. We're going to add on just a little bit. So deep breath in, arms up overhead. You know what's coming. Swoop all the way down. Go ahead and touch your hands to the floor. Halfway lift. Back down. Hands to the mat. Come back into downward dog. No planks yet, just a downward dog. Move those toes closer together. And go ahead and lift the right leg high and up. Now, before we swing it through, I want you to go ahead and open your hip up. So you're no longer square to the mat. You're opening it up. Your hands are staying where they are. Your shoulders are still square, but your hip is open. It's one of my favorite poses. All right, let's come back to square hips. Raise that leg just one more inch into the air, and then come through and swing it into that low lunge. Okay, stay here for a moment. And now go ahead and set the inner side of your left foot down. right? And come all the way up for warrior two. So your knee is bent, your front knee is bent. It's not going over your toes. It's nice and equal to your ankle. Your arms are out straight. Put a little bit of pressure in that back leg on the outer side of your foot. Have that balance front and back. Nice straight posture, arms out straight, and just feel into this. Nice deep breaths. And exhale. Now I want you to flip your palm and go up and back. Keep your knee bent, but just flip your back into a reverse warrior. Feeling that in the right side of your body, likely your inner hip, inner thigh, depending on how tight you are. Take a nice deep breath here. And cartwheel it all the way down, back to that low lunge. This time, let's bring our right foot back to meet our left. Here is our first plank. If it's easier, go ahead and drop the knees. We'll stay in plank for just a moment. Nice straight back, nice straight neck. Go ahead and move forward just an inch or two over your hands. Bend your elbows and come down to your mat. Baby cobra, little back bend moving up. Hands by your shoulders, elbows into your body and back down. Let's do one more baby cobra. Baby cobra up and back down. Come up to all fours and find your way back to a downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and put those toes together and lift our left leg high in the air. Keep it there for just a second before we open it up. Now go ahead and open that hip up to the side so they're no longer square to the mat, just your arms and your shoulders are, and you have that nice hip opener. If it feels good, you can bend your leg back and forth here. One more breath. Square it back up. Raise it up just a teeny bit more and swoop it all the way through. We're now back into our low lunge. Fix this ponytail today. All right, put those shoulders down, really feel into it. And when you're ready, go ahead and set your inner right foot down and swing all the way up for a warrior two. So in your warrior, again, your knee is over your ankle. It's not coming much farther. Put some pressure on that outer edge of your back foot and feel that balance. Arms are up straight, shoulders are down. Look over that front arm and breathe, of course. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Go ahead and flip that front palm up. Keep that knee bent. Scoop up and over. And feel that deeper front stretch. Breathe. Feel how strong you feel in this pose. I love this pose. All right, one last breath. And go ahead and cartwheel it all the way down back to your forward lunge. Okay, now let's take that left foot and bring it back to meet the right. Another plank. We're going to go ahead and move forward just a teeny bit on our toes, all the way down to the mat. And this time, if you can, come up a little bit higher. If it's easier for you, if it feels better, stay here in baby cobra, or come all the way up to a modified upward dog. You might sway your hips a little bit here, feel it in the sides. If it feels good on your neck, you might look over your left shoulder for a moment, your right shoulder for a moment, back to center. Go ahead and push back up to a tabletop and then back to a downward dog. One more round. We're going to add on again. Toes together, heels a teeny bit apart. Go ahead and reach that right leg up. Open it up. And now let's everybody bend and straighten that leg. Bend and straighten. One more time. Go ahead and square that leg back up and swoop it all the way through to your low lunge. Lay that inner foot down, that inner left foot down, sweep all the way up to a warrior two again. This is when I remember I can't see you. We're in that warrior two, nice strong pose. Check your placement of your knee. Feel the pressure on that outer edge of your left foot. Arms are straight, strong. Breathe. Flip your front palm. Keep that knee straight. Keep the knee bent and swoop all the way up and back. Feel the energy in your body. So good in the morning. And now we're going to add on. Instead of going all the way back to our low lunge, we're going to take our right elbow and set it on our knee. And we're going to lift our arm up for a nice side stretch. Deep breath here. And out. And if you'd like to deepen it, go ahead and bring your arm over your head for a really yummy side stretch. Deep breath in. And out. Slowly come back up. Let's reverse warrior one more time. A little bit of a counter stretch. And now let's cartwheel those hands all the way back. All right, let's bring that right foot back to meet the left. Another plank. Just kind of wiggle back and forth on your toes for a bit. Feel the strength, feel the stability of your mat. Go ahead and push forward, lower down, your version of chaturanga, and push all the way up. My knees and legs are still laying on the mat. You can lift yours up if you'd like. This feels better for me. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, back to tabletop and back to downward dog. One more side to go. I hope this feels good this morning. Toes together, heels apart. Go ahead and lift that leg up. Open up that hip. And now let's all bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. One more time. Bend and stretch. Square up that right leg or that left leg again. Raise it a teeny bit higher and sweep it all the way through to your low lunge. Hopefully these lunges feel a little bit different than they did in the beginning. You're a little bit more stretched. Set that inner arch down on your right leg and swoop all the way up for warrior two. If you have to adjust yourself a little bit, that is just fine. Check the placement of your knee. Feel that outer edge of your foot really pressing into the mat for that stability. Shoulders down, arms up nice and straight. Look over that left arm, that left hand, and breathe. All right, let's flip our palm and come back for a reverse warrior. Keep that knee bent. Nice deep breath here. Feel that strength, feel that energy. And just like the other side, let's take that left forearm, set it on your knee, little kickstand, and bring your arm straight up. I don't want to collapse here. You really want to push up on that arm so there's space between your left ear and your shoulder. Really feel that strength there. Deep breath. If you'd like to extend it, go ahead and extend that arm over your head to feel that stretch. Go ahead and bring your arm back up. Let's come back up to warrior two. Reverse the warrior for a counter stretch. And let's come all the way back down. Our last plank of the day, go ahead and put that leg back. Feel that strength, claw your fingers if you need a little bit of support in those wrists. Inch forward, lower down. Your version, baby cobra, upward dog. Maybe you twist those hips again, just move left to right. And then we're going to come all the way back where we started into a child's pose. I'm going to keep my knees together for this one. We're going to sit back into it. And then I want you to drag your hands along the mat to go all the way behind you with the tops of your hands resting by your feet. Nice deep breath in here. And out. And just take 2 more of those at your own pace. You can let your shoulders really relax here. They've been doing some work. And when you're ready, slowly move your hands back up and come back up to sitting in a child's pose. Let's go ahead and change our orientation a bit. We're going to sit this way on the mat. Pull your left leg in and put your right leg out nice and straight. Not really in a split, we're in a half split sitting on the mat. Go ahead and raise your toes up to get some energy and some grounding energy in that leg. Sit up nice and tall. Go ahead and take a deep breath, raise those arms up. And then turn towards your straight leg and come down. Now where you fall is up to you. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're there. Wherever you feel that stretch, I want to get into that lower back. Really good to do in the morning. We're not worried about getting things straight. We're just kind of moving over. You can round that back a little bit. Really feel it in the low back where you might need it. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And exhale. One more. And exhale. Go ahead and bring ourselves up and let's switch. Right leg comes in bent. Left leg goes out straight. We're going to bring that toe up to get that grounding energy. Sit up straight. Let's raise our arms up. Nice deep breath. Turn towards that straight leg and come over. You could stop here, 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 wherever you need it. But I'm more concerned about you just letting that front part of you relax so that you can feel the stretch in your low back. And just stay here for a couple of breaths. Another deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. All right, come all the way back up. Let's come back into an easy seat. Nice tall spine, hands on your knees. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you take a deep breath out, take that right hand, put it on your left knee, bring your left hand to the back, and just do a nice, easy twist. Take a deep breath in this twisted position. And as you exhale, twist just a little bit more to the left. Stay here for one more breath. And relax. Slowly make your way back to facing forward. Deep breath in. As you exhale, left hand comes to the right knee, back hand turns, sets to the behind you on the mat, and we twist. Take a deep breath here in this twisted position. And as you breathe out, twist a little bit more. Deep breath. And as you release, come back to center. Let's do one final breath to finish out our practice today. Deep breath in. Hands touch overhead, bring them down, prayer position, and breathe out. So there is your short morning practice for today. I hope you enjoyed the flowing nature of it, opening up the back, the low back, the hips. Really good for a morning practice. And remember, the book recommendation of the day is The Mistletoe Mystery for someone who's lost her Christmas spirit, who has someone helping her get it back, but that might not be what's actually going on. So if you're up for a cozy mystery in December, The Mistletoe Mystery by Nita Prose is one that is good for you. Thank you so much for coming to day 4. I hope you come back to day 5, where we'll have another different kind of practice. Now, full disclaimer again, tomorrow, day 5, I will be commuting again, so I will be hopping on here very early in the morning. I won't be in my jammies, but we will be doing an early morning practice. So if you catch it live, great. If not, it'll be here waiting for you at our normal 7:30 time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what you think in the comments. Bye.